good for our kids. We really struggled in the first half against D&E up there on the road. It was just kind of one of those days, getting off the vans. I think we were a little slow to get started, but I think our kids really needed a grinding win, to come back from behind and really pull it out. And they did that. They showed their toughness there on Saturday, and we got a good win against Wesleyan at home, who's playing really well right now. So that was big for our program. Leading into this week. This week we've got Wheeling, who is in a three-way tie for third, and our league right now has a lot of ties everywhere, and it's kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty where we've all got to get wins. And I'm glad to get them at home here. Wheeling's a tough place to play. We've made a couple adjustments since the last time we played them, defensively and offensively, but we're looking to hopefully get one at home while we can, before we hit the road and go up to West Liberty. With West Liberty right now, they just have tons of shooters, and they're going to be in their home gym. We've got to lock in defensively to the game plan there, and try to limit their threes and limit their scores.
Going back to last week, every game, every quarter, heck, every possession matters right now, because you guys are at 9-7, tied for sixth. You're only one game out of third, 2 games out of second. Are your players grasping the concept that everything has a little bit more intensity to it right now this part of the season?
For sure. We've put a lot bigger emphasis on winning, the last week or so, and, just how important each win is, no matter who the opponent is, and, what seed they are, what number they are, because our league right now is just so competitive. Every game matters, and, how when you're playing with every game matters, then you break it down to even every possession, every quarter. And, we're doing that in practice a little bit, and I just think that our kids are starting to get it. It's here. And, there's no time like February and March. You've got to be playing your best basketball, and you've got to be playing together. And we're seeing that from our kids right now, and, at different times, different levels, which just going to be which team figures it out at the very end.
Yeah, and since Jaza went down with the injury, Alexis Phillips has stepped up in a big way. Different players, are you seeing their confidence grow because their role has just been changed a little bit since Jaza went down?
Absolutely. Jaza is still a big, part of our program, and, she's a day-to-day. We were not sure with her injury still where we're going to be, and we just have got to focus on the next man up mentality, and she's doing a great job of that, of preparing, who's sliding into the role on defense or sliding into role her position offensively, in the offense, whether it's our younger kids or whether it's our older kids. And, like you said, Alexis Phillips, Michaela Gray have been huge for us the last couple games, leading into this week. And that's what fifth-year seniors do. They take that leadership over on and off the floor, and, I hope that continues for us.
Wheeling is, anyway, it's a team that's almost a mirror image of Concord. Any given player can step up at any moment, and up there it was Fairman off the bench for them, but, Dalton's one of the better guards in the league. Heinzman is a tough cover. When you look at the matchups, what do you see with Wheeling?
Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror. They love to play inside out. They have a lot of athletic drivers, and then, 2 pure shooters, that could get hot at any time. Really good point guard, very quick, into transition, which, mirrors Concord's, roster and the way we play. I think it'll be a very competitive game. I think you're going to see a very physical game. I just think down the stretch it's going to be, at the end of the day, who's getting stops. And we've got to result back to defense there. But it's very similar matchups, and, Anna does a great job up there. Her recruiting class is phenomenal for this time, and, I just think that they play together really well. But I'm looking forward to the matchup for sure.
If there's ever been one matchup in the league where home court is very important, it's this one. It's like 9 straight times the home team has won. You guys were fortunate enough to get them down here last year. And really at Wheeling, it was just that third quarter that got away from you. Went down 5 at halftime. But how important is it to get Wheeling at home where you guys have had success against them?
So important. While you're at home, you've got to get them. When you can be in your routine, when you can be in your environment, you have got to make sure you secure them. So like I said, we've been putting a big emphasis on it, and, the little details are what matters. The little things are going to matter tomorrow night when you've got a team that's neck and neck or playing as well as you or like you. You're going to have to fine-tune those fine details and make sure you, equip them. So.